Good afternoon, everyone. How is it going? Welcome to Soaring Saturday. I am going to be your pilot today. And my name is Kage, and welcome aboard Spirit Airlines. I am forgetting something here, aren't I? Yes, I am. I cannot. Uh, no, Edge. I don't need you. Uh, that's what I'm needing. Okay. So, we are actually going to be. Oh my god, really? I think Fly Live Studio just completely forgot all my stuff. Hey, there it goes. Now that's got everything I need. Sweet. Alrighty, let's go ahead and plug in our info here and get this all set up. Alrighty. Alrighty, our frame rate is a lot better with this new video card, and oh my god, I definitely need to share exactly what I had to do to get this video card to work, because oh my god, was it an adventure. Splicing wires with a freaking soldering gun, or wrapping it up with freaking or electrical tape, zip tying off new cabling that I had to route, and it was just, it was a nightmare. So, but we're done with that nightmare. Thank God we're in the simulator with the new video card. The shadows look a little wonky in my opinion, but that's perfectly fine because, well, I'll just show you one wing view that'll make everything make sense, or why I adjusted the settings the way I did with this video card. And with that, looks so much better than it did. Like, or yesterday even, like you didn't really see the rivets, you didn't see the reflection, and it just looked like a mess. But it looks a lot better today. And the engine, well, let's go over to it. Well, you can see a big difference in the engine. Like there's actually reflection details. You can see the riveting, even on the inside of the cowling, and you can see some silver reflections on the cowling itself, and far more detail in the wing area. So it just looks so much better. The frame rate is a huge night and day difference. While it says 19 in the pit, I'm used to that. So without further ado, let's get into programming our flight plan and let's get moving here. Alrighty, so our first officer was kind enough to go ahead and get something set up. We're already on external power, or the display's already brightened. Our altimeter is already set. Uh, our initial altitude is set, so we are good there. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and break out our flight plan and make sure that we're set on that. I wonder why my throttles do that. Alrighty, so those are good. That is good, sweet. My physical controls are set up or set up like they should. Alright, getting 26 in the simulator, though it's telling us 19. I tend to believe the Avitab a little bit better. Alright, so first things first, we'll go ahead and apply our load settings here so we can go get that knocked out. Loading performance. And sim brief, what is our loadout here? Alrighty, so block fuel is 6,616 kilograms. So we'll go with 6.8. Alright, we are fueled there. Oh man, we got a high cruising altitude today. That is going to be nice. So we are flying at flight level 380. So man, are we going to be getting up there. Alright, gotta get my feet off the rudder pedals. I don't need them right now, but we will soon. Alright, so we have 127 passengers. Not a full flight, but pretty full. And go ahead and distribute them more to the front. Sweet. Why do we have no cargo? Let me edit that. Because I can't imagine these people are traveling without cargo. Alrighty, and cargo, we'll set that to auto. And generate OFP. So we have all of our facts and figures here. Maybe we'll have more passengers because they've got to get to the gate for some reason. So let's go ahead and scroll down and find out. So 127 passengers, 200 kilograms of cargo. So that shouldn't be a problem. Actually, we do kind of want that forward. So 100 in the front, 100 in the back. That's perfect. Sweet. So, alrighty, and make sure we still got the correct fuel weight. 6630. Alright, awesome. We still got plenty of fuel. Alright, cool. So we have our load planned. Sweet. Alright, we'll come back to that in a minute. Alrighty. So, go ahead and do the basics. Alright, all that's set to auto, sweet, and we'll go ahead and get the fuel pumps turned on, that we don't need them just yet. External power is on. APU bleed is set to auto, I believe. We'll go press it one time to make sure. Go bring on the master switch, and let's go look at the overhead panel here. Gotta get the standby or compass on. Alright, so we're probably gonna need those. Dome light to dim for now. Annunciator tests are good. Sweet. So we'll go ahead and leave those on bright for now because, well, it is still technically daylight. Alrighty. That'll go to auto. Go ahead and turn that on because they should be getting buckled up as soon as they hit their seats. Alrighty, and that will go set to auto. That is set to 1 for daytime because that's what it is for now. We'll go ahead and leave the other lights off for now. Cool. So now, let's go ahead and get our CDU set up. Alright, so initialization, we're going from KTPA to KTL. Well, thank God it actually does keyboard emulation for this portion. NKS763. And our cost index, I just saw that, I should have remembered it. Passengers. Fuel, we're not worried about that right now. Right, cost index of 27. Alright, and our alternate is, looks like Nashville, so KNBA, or KBNA. KBNA is our alternate. Sweet. Our cruise altitude alright, let's go ahead and scroll down for our cruise altitude here. So we know it's going to be 380. And what's our ISO deviation here? Top of climb. Looks like, yep, 380. 300 or at 6 knots. And it's actually 5 degrees colder than normal. So, wow. So, 56, minus 61. Ooh, that is chilly up there. Of course, we just did have some weather move through, but it's super hot on the ground, I can tell you that. Uh, Alrighty, so we got that all set. Sweet. Alrighty, and get those, since we got our position set, have those set to nav so they start aligning. Sweet. Get battery 1 and 2 on. I can't believe I forgot to do that, but that is perfectly fine. Sweet. Okay, now that it's doing its thing, we will start getting this. Our zero fuel weight. Zero fuel weight, 55.6. And look at our Toliss menu here. And it's going to be 26.7. That's definitely not adding up. Yeah, if we're going to be meeting at zero fuel weight, we need some more cargo. So we're looking for 55.6. That's pretty close. Yeah, 55.6. And that's actually going to be 23.5 now. Block fuel is 6.8. And set that there. Sweet. And takeoff weight is 2.2, and it's showing 60.1, so we're within tolerance. Sweet. Alrighty, we are good to go there. So our flight plan. So what does our flight plan tell us? We're using the ended 8 departure. Departure. I'm assuming we're using 2.7 because the winds are out of 2.6. Well, to me, 2.8. 2.8, and let's see. Oh, there's the ended 8 departure. Using the Layson transition, it looks like. There is no transition. So, temporary flight plan. Go ahead, insert that. And we are not using either of those. Those did not work out, so screw into altitude and manual, because that is just garbage. We will not be dealing with that. Alrighty, so from Tampa and the ended 8 departure. Okay, so maybe I just didn't remember it. 2.8, ended 8, no transition, temporary flight plan. Since that's going to be the next waypoint. Ended. Why is it? Okay, maybe it likes it there. Guess it does. Don't really know why it's doing that, but okie dokie. We will accept it and move on. Alrighty, so from Layson, we're going to Armory. We're going to Armory at Layson. Oh, nope, we're not doing that. M-O... Armory. Ah, sweet. I did not know you could do it that way, but I will take it. Then we're going to hop on... via the Quebec. Okay, 110 to Dawn. Ooh, know that one very well. And then insert. Then from Dawn, we are looking to go to Bjorn. Alright, so that's our next waypoint. Temporary insert. And then from Bjorn, we're going to be doing the Gandalf 2 star. Alright, select our arrival. Let's look at the weather for Atlanta. And I guarantee it's hot there right now if it's hot where I'm at. So, ooh, a sweltering 32.2 degrees centigrade. 90 degrees Fahrenheit for us US folks. And it's looking at a 340 at 11. So we're looking at a 27 or 2627. We'll go with, let's see, what, we got RNAVs, screw RNAVs. We're going to take, let's look at, yeah, I forgot, this is kind of weird. TPA for origin, destination, KTL, and we are going to shoot for, looks like a 27 right or a 2, we'll go 26 left, because we ain't done a 26 left yet. We done 28, we done 27, so 26 left with the Gandalf 2. What did SimBrief give us for an arrival runway? It did not. It just said Gandalf 2. So we are going to take no via, but a Bjorn transition. And temporary flight plan, insert. And make sure we have no discontinuities. Gandalf, Harschuller, Jingle, Quibita, and marked. KD, insert, and make sure we have no discontinuities there. Sweet, we have no discontinuities there. I think we are good to go for our flight plan. So let's go up to performance. We're using one Foxtrot, and we're not going to use Toga, we are going to use D-rated. So V1 is 142. 149 is our rotate. And 152 is our V2. So, ready. So, speed is already being managed by the flight computer. Sweet. Alright, and flaps we're doing or flaps 1 plus Fox and up 1.4. Huh, wonder why it doesn't want me to adjust that. Okay then, guess it does not want us messing with that. So we will leave it be. The flaps 1, up 1.4, flex temp is going to be 72. Alrighty, so next phase. Alrighty, all the phases look good. Alrighty, I do believe we are just about set. Why is map heading not available? GPS signal primary lost. So what are we missing here? Performance, initialization, align IRS. Oh, about to say we'd have incoming traffic, as I don't think we're. Okay, now we're at TARA, even though it's saying TA only. That is definitely TARA. Go ahead and bring that down 5, because we are going to need that. Let me go ahead and set that, even though it is not engaged right now. Sweet. We are ready for pushback. Iris is aligned. We're looking good on each side. Cool. So, we have 10 minutes till, or actually a little over 10 minutes, so maybe we can get out of here a little early, which would be a great change from yesterday, because that was just terrible. On off, since we are not there, we are here, and we are going for 2-8, so we need to push back to, or push nose to the left. Alrighty, better push back. Let's go. Alright, we will stay in the non-movement area for now, but we will go ahead push back to, looks like Alpha.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Alright, sweet. Now we are getting ready for pushback here. Let's go ahead and start up the APU, since we will definitely need that. APU EGT is rising into, or in percentage is rising. Sweet. We are definitely getting ready to get out of here. Alright, I'll go ahead and throw this over to... Actually, we'll go ahead and put that over to the progress page. Pre-flight, sweet. Everything is set. Cool. And looks like it should be coming on any minute. And go ahead and throw on APU bleed.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed, so we're ready to connect.
And alright, successful bus transfer. Go ahead and connect up. We are ready to roll. And go ahead and do a quick flight control test. And as expected, we have nothing because our hydros are still offline. Alright, emergency lights are now armed. External power we do not need. Sweet.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alrighty, everything matches up. We are ready to go.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alrighty, so... Alright, kill the packs, and we will put that over. Electric. Beacons on.
ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about the auto thing. I need to actually take that thing out. Okay, so engine number 1. Let's go. Engine, we're looking for... Alrighty, looks like we have...
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Alright. And we have successful engine start on engine number 1. Excellent. Alright, we have good start engine number 1. Go ahead, fire up engine number 2. A bird's eye view. Well, let's get the right view here. Eventually I'll get the right one. Ah, there it goes. And it looks like we have successful start on number 2. Ooh. Yep, we have successful start on number 2.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Alrighty, we'll leave that with that normal mode for now. Alrighty, and as soon as we disconnect, we will do a flight control test. Alrighty, go ahead and bring the packs back on, kill the APU bleed, and kill the APU since we have successful start. Alrighty, parking brake is set.
And we're disconnecting tow. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, the draw distance kind of sucks, but we can deal with it. Alrighty, so we got everything set up, so alrighty, so bleeds are set. Let's set that to max. Flight control is ready, so left, center, right, center, forward, center, or back, forward. Well, thank you. See you next time. We'll be looking. And last flight control check. Rudder right, center, left, center. Alrighty, we are free and correct. And there he goes. As soon as he says we can move, we will fire on the lights and get out of here. Sweet, there it is. Or there's the pin. Alright, cool, we're good. Alrighty, so taxi light is on, runway turn-offs are on, we are ready to move. And let's make sure the APU is off. APU should be coming off before too long. Alright, let's go ahead, pre-takeoff set. Flaps, we will be going flaps 1. Alrighty, and parking brake is off. Takeoff config normal. Sweet, we are good.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Alrighty, so everything should be on. Alright, so when we get out to the taxiway, we will go ahead and get the radar on and just make sure we are navigating properly. Alrighty, we are getting over to taxiway Charlie. Man, I need to fix my Nightbot. I definitely need to do that for tomorrow's stream. Alrighty. Alrighty, we are getting on taxiway Charlie here. Then we will go down to November, take a right at November, and then left or at the runway turnoff. Alright, let's go ahead and get our range back here so we actually see what the heck we're doing. Range is good on that one for now. And we are moving with idle thrust here. That is kind of crazy. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make that transparent. Even though the FPS is saying about the same as yesterday, I think it's actually a little bit better. I mean, it's smoother. The PC is not struggling like it did yesterday with the 1050. Or is it? And the interior just looks sterling, so I can't complain. I mean, heck, even the airport looks a whole lot better. And it looked good yesterday, too. Alrighty, so we are coming up on the Sierra crossover to Charlie and then to the ramp. Alrighty, I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend so far. So I know I am, because I get to spend it with you lovely folks here on the stream. Alrighty. Yeah, I might want to stay on that taxi line there. Might be a wee bit helpful. It gets really clear when you're close to it. Just far away, it's not quite as concise as it should be. I think we got the visual navigation here. Alrighty, and right on to November. Airport is on. Sweet. It shouldn't be too bad for a takeoff here.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Ah, great. We are going the wrong way, aren't we? Well, we're going off right here for a minute. I never thought I'd see a freaking aircraft that could turn on a dime like that. But we just saw it. Whew. I'm never going to doubt pilots and their ability to maneuver these things on these taxiways ever again. Yeah, since we're not taking off to the east, we're going to have to go to the other end on November. Which means we are crossing, or looks like 19 left. Alrighty. And APU is off, so we will go to pressurization. Sweet, that will be perfect for takeoff. And since we are about to be crossing the runway, go ahead and light up like a Christmas tree just in case. I don't think we have to worry about any traffic because we're offline, but we do have live traffic in the background. I really should start annotating that. Alright, excellent. We are just about clear of the runway. Alrighty, so I'm going to turn those off. Turn that back to taxi and keep the runway turn-off lights on. Go ahead and kill the wing lights. Sweet. and get rid of you.
Contact ATC.
Oh my god.
Request takeoff clearance.
I am really getting ready to just totally gut that one because that is getting on my nerves. Alrighty. Well, the taxi is proceeding basically without incident, so for me going the wrong direction. Is that Tampa Stadium? I think it is. Holy cow, they actually modeled that in-game? Yeah, before we get on the runway, we are going to stop and take a look at that, because if Vertical Sim went out of their way to model or Buccaneer Stadium, like I'm going to be super impressed. Alright, looks like we are going to be taking a right at November with no transition to it. Alright, so we gotta close that. And before we turn off on the runway, we are definitely going to slow down.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Before we do that, don't mind me. And we don't care about ATC right now because we are flying offline. And man, oh man, they did. Mad props, Vertical Sim. Mad props. That is insane. Even modeled the billboards. Holy cow. Before we take the runway, we're gonna do. So we're gonna act like we have a hold short. And yep, line up and hold short. Runway 28. Alright, we're at hold short, and we're gonna take a closer look at the stadium. We're actually 3 minutes behind departure, so. But man, they even got. Oh man, Raymond James Stadium. Holy cow, I cannot believe they modeled it. Anyway, so cool. We got our takeoff clearance. Sweet. Wing lights on, strobes on, turn offs on.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
We are not requesting clearance from the in-game ATC. No. Alright, flaps are set, altimeter is set. We are ready to rock and roll. So here we go, folks. Man, we get to see all the beautiful scenery we couldn't see yesterday because we were landing at night. We're going to be landing at night in Atlanta, but hey, at least it'll be pretty awesome. Chrono is alive, 80 knots, cross check, continue. Positive rate, gears coming up. Alright, let's follow that flight director out of here.
Landing gear lever. Up. Done. Autopilot. Engage. Above 1,000 feet AGL.
Yeah, we're going to hand fly for a little bit because we don't often get to do that. Yeah, about 5,000 we'll throw it to autopilot. Man, it actually feels good to hand fly it. Yeah, one of these days I'll actually get a yoke cam. Well, 4,500. Oh man, this feels amazing. I've never actually been able to fly or hand fly an airplane quite like this before. I think over that TCA Thrustmaster side stick. Alrighty, we're gonna pretend we've been cleared up to 380. Alright, at 10,000 we'll engage the autopilot. Maybe a little sooner, depending. Coming up on 9,000.
Check.
Alright, autopilot at 10,000.
LVTHR.
Alrighty.
Set.
Anyways,
Retract. Above orange flap bug.
yeah, we've been above that.
Speed brakes. Disarm.
And oh yeah, right.
Set.
That's
On. Set.
yeah, those have been on.
One. On. Set. RWY turn off and nose light. Off. Set. Contact ATC. Report high end position. Done. Left and right landing lights. Off.
Yep.
Set. Seat belt signs. Off. Set. LS button. Captain side. Off. Set.
Yeah, let that do its auto thing.
First off. Side. Off.
Ooh, excuse me.
Set.
Man, that felt good to hand fly.
Button. Active. Set. Alt FPL. Copy active. Set. VORS/ADM. Clear. If not used.
Alright, already auto checklist. You're done. Get out of here. Even that water looks so much more amazing with this new card. Holy cow. And 30 FPS compared to what we were getting yesterday is pretty darn good. So I will take it. I gotta throw us on the maps here so we got a pretty good idea of where we're at. So we're coming up on ended. Alrighty, let's go ahead and throw our range out to 160 so we keep a general eye on everything. Alright, let's go ahead and get that on. System 1 is on. Auto. Turn you on. Sweet. We are set for the internal panel. Cool. Alrighty. Now what's left to do is wait for transition altitude, go over to standard, and then we get some awesome views and kick on the music. Ooh, that was fun hand flying. I love this side stick. $17.3.
Barometer, STD.
And not yet. We are not quite there, though we are getting close. Alright, we are over standard. And sweet. We are now to standard barometer. And we will continue to climb until we hit our target altitude of flight level 380. In the meantime, oh. Ooh. Man, moments of hitting 60 FPS? What is this? This is not a Kage stream. What the hell? Not that I'm complaining, but... Oh, that's the view I was looking for. Oh, man. Some of that ortho down there. Alrighty. I'm going to look see if we can expect any turbulent weather. Again, it looks like we are clear of any major issues. We have a convective cell over to the right, but that's really about the only issue. Let's go ahead and adjust the volume here. Can't believe we're going to hit 380 today. Just wow. Oh man, look down there at that. Ooh, them islands look good out there. Alright, since we're heading basically... Hold on, where... flight plan, okay, keep that up. Armory, then Jokey, then we're heading to Dawn. Oh my god, all that cloud cover. Yeah, we're sticking with this view. Not quite as much cloud cover to contend with. Alrighty, in the meantime... Hey, turn down my own headphones a little bit so I'm not blowing out my own ears. Alrighty, I'm going to toss off the cam and see what the frame rate difference is. I'll still be here, or live on the mic. Not a ton of difference, it seems like here, but yeah, that's a big frame rate fluctuation when the clouds started moving in. Let's see what the other side has. There, now we're getting our frames back. Man, though, these freaking clouds are killing the frames. Yeah, let's keep that view for a bit. That seems like it's a little better on the frames. Alrighty. Alrighty, we gotta break out the real world map here. Import from Simbri. Alrighty, and since we are en route, awesome. Oh, we are actually going to be flying over a pretty cool airport. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Yeah, actually, we're going to be flying directly over top of it on this airway. I mean, that is actually pretty awesome to know. And with that, I shall leave it on this view for just a moment while I do a quick be right back. Enjoy the music and chat in the box. And I am back, folks, as you can probably tell. We're gonna get a wing or a engine wing view here. Because we are coming up on that airport if we don't get cloud cover. But man, that freaking scenery is gorgeous. V-States really outdid themselves putting this together. Yeah, I think we're gonna have cloud cover over it. Dadgummit. Oh well. That's part of the flight sim world. Yeah, about 20 miles ahead. We might get lucky and get a shot of it. Oh. What the world? Wonder what house that is. I'm pretty sure that's not their real world. Yeah, it's gonna be covered by cloud cover. Oh, maybe not. Might get a good view of it. It's 10 miles ahead at top of climb. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but real world, that's not blue. That's just more trees. Now, we'll say, though, that's actually pretty accurate. Oh, there it is. Okay. That is my hometown airport. Not really much to look at, but if you got general aviation, it's a great place to visit. There's some good eats in the area, but overall, it's pretty well a hole in the wall. But great view of the Gulf. The beach area is up here. Great place to get to the beach at. There's a little smaller beach down here called Hagen's Cove. Great place to visit. But you can actually wait out a good piece before you start getting to deep water. And my dog wants in. Oh my god. So we are officially at... Yep, we are at top of climb. Sweet. Alrighty, we're going to the wing view, and I shall be back in a moment. Because now my dog wants in. And back. Gotta get rid of that. Are we getting turbulence at 380? Now, where we're at, we are definitely way above any known turbulence areas. And it's all clear between here and the destination. Huh. Alrighty, it looks like we are well over the halfway mark. Alright, let's go ahead and start getting our information for Atlanta. So we probably need to go ahead and start plugging that in. Oh man, I did not even notice that extra bit of detail.
Flight plan.
Alrighty, so alright, go leave that where it is. And performance data. And we're not going to worry about descent. We are going to worry about approach. So altimeter right now is 2990. Temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that is hot. Magnetic, we are looking at 320 at, or excuse me, 326 at 10. Alrighty, and let's look at our approaches. We are doing a 27 left, I believe. Yep, 27 left. Air nav, KTL. Alrighty, we're doing ILS 27 left. Yep, so we are going to do... we don't need to do a Cat 1 approach, because it is quite lovely out. Reopen closed, reopen closed, I did not mean to close that one out. ILS localizer 27 left. Looks like we're coming up on top of drop in 30 or so miles. Alright, so we're doing the Silva transition here. Flight plan. Arrival. It's definitely staying 27 left. End off 2, the Silva transition, or via Silva with the orange transition. Insert that. After Qubit, we'll go to SLVAA. SLVAA. SLVAA.
Boarding flight plan.
Alrighty, so now we got that. We'll go ahead and set that back to progress. We can go ahead and get rid of that. And when we're about 10 miles out, we'll go ahead. And what is our decision height? it, I know it does say on this somewhere, I'm just not reading it. Close that out. Alrighty, since 7,000 is our initial altitude for this, where we need to be for our transition, or our via point, I mean. — 200 foot is the minimum, or 200 is the decision height. Alright, cool. We are set on that. Our V approach speed is going to be 135 plus landing or V landing speed, V approach. So 135 will be our corrected one that the flight computer is calculated. Sweet. Oh, we are well over that. Yeah, we're off past descent because we started late. My bad. Oh well, we should be just fine. I'm gonna let the Earthflight computer get us back on descent path. Ooh. Alrighty, so I don't need that. Go ahead, close you. Charts. We're not gonna worry about the airports. Yep, that's our one. What is our chart looking like here? We're doing the arrival for the Gandalf 2 RNAV arrival. There's where we're at. Sweet. We're at the Bjorn transition. Alright, sweet. We are on the approach. Alright, so when we hit 10,000, we will go ahead and probably start killing off the music. Already through At about 3310, descending to 7,000. Alrighty. God, we are actually going to be on the ground probably by 8:39. Not quite as long a flight as yesterday. Alrighty, looks like we are definitely on track. And it says we're on off-path descent, but I think we'll be fine. If not, we can always vector ourselves. We are still on our arrival, so we are not going to get to approach just yet. Ah, good coffee. Good coffee. Alrighty, so we should be coming up on Azog any second now. Are we passing transition altitude? Holy crap, we are. I thought we had a little while to go, but okay, our transition altitude, our transition to pressure is 29090, so sweet. Not much of a change. But sweet, weather is still clear, so that we will enjoy the approach views while we got them. So only 2,000 drop frames the whole stream? That's not bad at all. Ooh. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we should definitely be looking good on our transition. Sweet. Alright, now should be taking right here at Gandalf and then left at Jingle. And we definitely need to start lowering our speed because that is saying 250 for all of it. Alright, Gandalf at 250 at 11,000. So yeah, we definitely need to start throttling back on this one. Probably gonna have some shaking here, but that is fine. Alright, let's go ahead and configure our auto brakes. We'll go auto brakes medium. Alright, so part of the final approach is set.
Auto brakes. Calculated. Set. And now ACC. RW finest approach height.
Okay, leave that as is. Go ahead and get those up. Man, oh man, this airplane is trying to kill us. We are well below 10,000, so those lights are coming on. Strobe is manual on. Wings are on. Man, why is this plane trying to kill us? Man, if this was a real aircraft or a real flight, we would definitely be paying a fine right now. It is, yeah, it's going at 320 knots below 10,000. Not good in the real world. Thank God this was a sim flight. Yep, all that's checked. Yep, we are good on that. Is the FML or the McDo is not yelling at us. We're set on that. We're not going to worry.
Adjust till clearance. Set. Altitude button. Push. 2.5.
Excuse me.
14/8.
Got it.
Altitude button.
Alright, so we can stow the speed brakes as we are good on our speed. Just throttle back to 240 just to give us a little breathing room here. Alrighty, we're actually a little below our path, but that is not too terrible. So we started descending off path direct down to 2,000 or 7,000, and that is the altitude we need to be for our transition. So with that, I shall let the plane fly itself and be back momentarily. It is our last chance to say seatbelts need to be on. Forgot to do that earlier. But that's fine. Alright, the last chance to use the lavatories before we land. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back, and once we start our final approach here, alrighty, since we are doing we're doing an approach. ILS localizer 27 left. Alrighty, we should. Set that to 20. Leave terrain radar on there.
Opens descent mode till push equals idle thrust. Check. Monitor PMP sync rate 6,000 feet per minute. Check. Engine mode selector, norm, drive, or IGN, red. Set. Left and right landing lights, on. Set.
Alright, so we go to activate approach phase here.
Set. CSTR, active. Set. LS, active.
We're not going to activate those just yet until we're turning to final, because I do believe that will cause a couple of issues here and there. But let's land this puppy. Woo! Alright, so we're going to confirm landing 3. I want to see how that feels versus what we got last night, which was, it was a great landing last night to final out the NVIDIA 1050 that I had. Great video card, just not quite the best for streaming nowadays. For a pure gaming card, it is just fine, but this Radon that I just installed, I cannot remember what model it is. I probably should look on the box. The Radon RX 580. It's not shabby for a good price. Look at about $200 on Amazon. That it was a good 3 years newer, so I definitely needed something. But if you can afford it, get the 2080 or the 2080 from NVIDIA. One of the best video cards on the market right now. It's just great. So, but if you're on a budget, the Radeon 280 or 580 is not a bad bet for the price. I mean, it's doing just fine. It's getting about 30 frames per second, which is an improvement for me in the flight simulator. But other games, it will definitely sing with. I mean, especially if you're not doing anything too hardcore. I mean, for me, Overwatch, Destiny, this, or stuff like... I want to be throwing in stuff like American Truck Simulator before too long. And those are not bad bets for a video card like this, because they're not super graphically heavy, and it'll allow the card breathing room. I mean, heck, even with this rig, even though like I said, I'll have to do Instagram photos on the work I had to do with it, but it's doing pretty dang well. I mean, in OBS, I'm only using about maybe 6% CPU at 60 FPS. So not too bad. And I've only dropped, or for the whole stream, which is going on about an hour and a half, 2 hours now, 2,600 frames, which is really good. And a lot of those is the beginning, when I was just flaking out. Alrighty, there we have the airfield in sight up off our left here. Go ahead and get rid of that for now. And there is our landing lane right there. Alrighty, we are coming up on Silva. Alrighty, so if we was worrying about traffic, we would probably vector ourselves, but we are not going to worry too much about that because we are flying offline. Eventually, when they get more comfortable with the landings, I will probably go into VATSIM or something, but that's a little ways down the line yet. I mean, I've got 200 something hours, and I'm just now getting comfortable enough to possibly go online. And I'm adding in elements here and there, like first it was just pure offline, then adding in a good side stick, then adding in the live traffic, then the more complex aircraft, and then true online traffic, like from real world sources. So, yeah, and it's amazing just how dynamic this all can be. So I love Flight Simulator. Like there is just no simulator quite like it. Gotta get that view for a minute and just take in that beautiful ortho while we can. Gotta love V-States. They outdid themselves with the scenery. Alrighty, let's just make sure our weather is still accurate. And when we have final, which, ooh, baby, there's that airport. Man, that is freaking beautiful. It's sunset arrival. Can't ask for much better than that. Let me get a screenshot of that. If I can get... Okay. There is our Silva transition here. Alright, so now we are going to start vectoring ourselves here. Alright, so I'm going to bring the landing system on. Landing system is active. Alright, once we vector ourselves here closer to Silva. Or we're going to pretend like we've been vectored. Even though we really haven't, but we are going to act like we have. Alrighty, so... Oh, we got plenty of fuel. Alright, so we will monitor flight controls. Alrighty. And what's our V approach? Our V approach. We will go ahead and drop it down to 180, or while we are getting vectored here. Alright, and once we get on our final approach course and line up at Silva, it will probably go a little beyond Silva to line up. But once we get lined up and on our final approach course, but then we will be set. Ooh. Alrighty, for now. Awesome. We are paralleling perfectly. Oh man, we definitely got some crosswind. Oof. Good thing we're going to be on the localizer for a good bit of this approach. Man, you would think Atlanta would eventually install some north-south runways. Okay, looks like once we get a little past Silva, we will go ahead and turn to the left and go ahead and line up and get our final approach fix going. Alright, so first thing, since we are definitely in the business of slowing down here. Come on. I'm gonna go flaps 1 and start managing our speed a little better. Alright, go ahead and slow down to 180. And once we get a little beyond Silva, we will go and start our turn. Alright, go ahead and set that over to landing system. So that's 090. And as soon as we're just a little bit past it, we will go ahead and turn left. Alright, go ahead and turn to the north and intercept Silva. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep 7,000 as our missed approach altitude. Alright, we had a good intercept course for Silva. So, alright, so we got 7,000 for Silva. Sweet, we are on approach there. And go ahead and kick that over to landing system. And that should kick over any minute. The final approach course is 275. I will set that as soon as we get over Silva. Alright, that's set to nav, so we are good to go there. Alrighty, landing system should kick on any second. Alright, the approach mode is armed. And what are we supposed to be at Gimpy? We have to do some sketchy stuff to get lined up here. Thank God it's a simulator, because this is definitely not a good look. Alrighty, so we are going to abort this one and go around. I clear that. Alright, we'll go ahead and vector ourselves back around here. Alright, so vector ourselves back around to 180. And get our speed back up to 185 here. Now flaps 1. And we will get lined back up for the approach. And do it the right way this time. Alright. So I get the landing gear back up. We're going to leave the auto brakes on. Those can stay off since we are going miss. That'll work. 095. So we're going to line back up at Silva and maintain 4,000. Alrighty, bring that off so I can concentrate a little bit better on the approach. Yeah, that definitely did not go as I had intended it to, but that is perfectly fine. Things happen in the real world, and I'd rather go ahead and do a go around than just completely mess it up. So we will come back around to Silva, and interesting. Alrighty, so let's make sure we have the appropriate, so nav red. This will be 275 for that approach course. Let's frequency. Let's confirm that is a 108.5. Yep, and that is correct, 108.5. Cool. So, something we probably should have checked instead of just blindly trusting the flight computer. But, things happen. It looks like we might have more favorable wind now. And we will line up again at Silva, this time at the lower altitude. And the auto throttles actually are on. Auto flight, auto throttle off. Auto flight is off because we are using our manual altitude here. Alrighty, since we got all that set, we will pay attention on the lower left here. And once we see what's coming up on this, alrighty, so let's go Silva. Alright, so that's programmed correctly. Alrighty, and well, you could probably turn left here and be okay, but I want to get closer to Silva before we start doing our northward turn. I do want to go ahead and dial back the speed some, so 185, we'll go ahead and drop down to 175. At 160, we'll go flaps 2. The decision height, we're going to remain 200. Even with a go around, only drop in 2,800. Not bad. Landing already, so let's go over the speed brake set. Spoilers are rearmed. Landing lights are on, and we will turn off the or turn on all the lights here when we get on final and drop the gear once again. Alrighty. I think we can go ahead and make our left turn. Alright, gotta make our left turn here. They should line us up on a northbound with Silva. Oh god, no. Ooh, too many waypoints. I understand why they're there, but just no. Alright, landing system is no longer picking up the ILS. That is perfectly fine, though. Alright, so let's head 300. And that should line us up pretty much with ROM. And we should be picking up the ILS before too long. Alrighty. 320. And that should bring us into alignment. Alright, so we have them alive. Or if it or flaps 2 to help manage the speed. Alright, so waiting for altitude or glide slope and localizer capture. Let's kick that over to landing system. Sweet. Now we just wait for the capture. That's sweet. We have capture. Is now lining us up with the localizer. And glide slope should be coming down momentarily. That's sweet. We have a much better look now. Sweet. I'm liking this a lot better. Go ahead, throw on both of them just to be on the safe side, so it gives us a Cat 3 dual. I don't expect we will actually need to do an auto land, but you never know. Alright, so performance. Alright, so we now have a capture of the glide slope. 341 at 19. Oof. That is going to be a very rough approach when it starts capturing the glide slope. So you're definitely going to need 138 for our final approach speed. Go ahead, start dialing back to 143. Actually, we want 145. Alright, so flaps 3, gear down, and we're doing this. Alright, turn off on, taxi on. We are lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's do this. Alrighty, we are waiting for a glide slope to come down. So we are way low on the approach right now, so we're waiting for that diamond to come down. Diamond is captured, and it is starting to come down. Sweet. Alrighty, with that, let's go ahead and bring up the final approach speed, which is going to be 138. Final approach speed is dialed in the computer. We are at flaps 3. Sweet. We are doing this. Hopefully the winds will calm down as we get closer to the surface. Go ahead and refresh the weather so we are not caught off guard. At 320 or 326 at 10. And altimeter is up to standard, so I make that minor adjustment. Sweet. Alrighty, we are now on proper glide slope. Alrighty, so we will fly this down to about 1,000, where we'll take over and finish on out. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright, 3 green on landing gear. Right, all lights are on for landing. Glide slope is captured, or localizer is captured, and landing system is activated. Alright, auto brakes are set. We are landing flaps 3. Sweet. We are set and ready to go. Let's do this. Your decision height will be at 200 if we need to go miss. But until then, let's hope and pray for the best. As we have this beautiful sunset arrival. Oh man, hitting a 280 for this. Oof. Must have one hell of a... Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do have a hell of a crosswind. Man, we are having to fly at 280 just to maintain the appropriate or track for the runway here. Alright, so we get close to the surface, it should calm down some. So it's showing winds at 310 at 9. Altimeter 2990. Alrighty. At 1,000 above. Man, we are getting rocked around up here.
/P disengage. Yoke button.
Yep. Alright, leaving auto throttles where they are. Waiting for 1,000 before we take it up. Oh, if we get to 1,000, we'll be on the ground. So. Continue.
Reverser, idle 60 knots.
Alright, go ahead and take the high speed exit here. Come on, baby. Alrighty, while we're still slowing down some. Alright, since we got those cleaned up. Go ahead and start cleaning everything up here.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
This we're not taking off. Alright, that can go over to taxi. Those can go off. Runway turn lights can stay on for a moment. They can go to auto. Wing light can come off. Alrighty, let's go ahead and cross here. So bring those back on for the crossing. Alrighty, since I don't know exactly where we're supposed to dock, it shouldn't be a problem though. We'll just go straight ahead here. It's sweet, even though that was definitely not my best arrival. It was definitely one I will remember. And we still got a good landing rating, so I'm not too concerned about that. And that is a script that is made by, or I would describe him as someone I'm a fan of, or he actually built it for Captain Canada over on YouTube, and he did a very good job with it, so I decided to add it to my own simulator. Alrighty. So now that we are here, I suppose it doesn't matter which one we take, we will be taking this one. I'm going to turn on the brake fan. Alrighty, so parking brake is now set. The APU started up. Lights are off. I feel sorry for that guy. I did not intend to blind him, but alrighty, those can come off. Those are off. Sweet. Even though I don't think he parked us right, but it'll be okay. Oh, damn. Actually, we parked pretty dang good, I think. Only a little off. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and bring that back over to Arc. Oh crap, we've been baking that guy. Oops. Go ahead and turn that back off. Turn that to 0. Off auto. Alrighty, and is our APU online? Yes, our APU is online. Alrighty, go ahead and turn the APU bleed on as we bring. Alright, good bring. Engine number 1 should be coming off. And engine number 2. Alrighty, welcome to Atlanta. So tune in about the same time tomorrow. We will be flying the Zippo 737 down to New Orleans. That is going to be an awesome flight. I'm actually going to have the full yoke set up and not just the side stick. Even though I love the side stick, I need to get some real yoke time. So with that, let's see if there's anyone streaming right now that I could throw you over to. I don't know if my favorite streamer is online or not, but we will be checking. Alrighty, let's see who we can host. Yep, I'm not seeing anyone particularly or would be enthused about sending you over to, but we will host somebody. So we will host Speed Gaming because they are doing a Mega Man 4 speed run, and that looks like it's pretty fun. So with that, I hope to see you at the same time tomorrow, and that will be a very special stream because the reason we're heading out to New Orleans is because of an event that got canceled that I would have been at IRL if real things hadn't happened. So with that, I shall see you next time, and hope to see you on the next flight. Have a good one now.